was your introduction into entrepreneurship?
At an early age, I was interested in, just regular trading. I would trade it basically. I would buy, it used to be jeans shoes.
Okay.
And, I was in high school then, and I would basically get the other kids who wanted to look cool to buy those. And that was one of the first times I created a little product catalog. Took pictures of the shoes, put them on the catalog, and say, hey, you like this one, that one, and let them choose. And that was my own, rudimentary version of, selling products. And it led me to doing other things, like when we were movie nights, I brought the videos and movies. Then it was VHS videos. So I'll bring those to school, and everyone will gather, and they'll all pay me like $1, or 50 cents. I started a karate. It was a karate company, martial arts company, where we brought some instructors from Japan. So then we had a proper company. That was the first time I actually was not just doing regular retails. Let's have a company. So that lasted for just that event. And we printed a magazine, and it's called a Budokan magazine. And that ended there. And then after that, my next venture was I would now take artifacts, and not artifacts, but cultural outfits, what we know today as African outfits, to some of the neighboring African countries. So especially Cameroon, which is nearby, and I would sell because they were all fascinated by what we wore in Nigeria. So I would do that. And after that, I would take, when I graduated from college, and this was all while I was going to school. So after that, I would go to the neighboring country when the exchange rates fell in Nigeria. The cell phones were not prevalent at the time. So before information in Lagos, which was a big city, got to Cotonou, which was in Benin Republic. Before information got there, I already knew what would happen. I studied economics, so I knew what international economics entailed. So I knew the rates would not catch up with what. So through arbitrage, I actually made my school fees to go to school in England. I did that in 3 months. When I went to England, it was a little different. There were obviously restrictions. It's an international, but it helped me refine the way I did business. So I looked at what was it I could do that would help me or enable me continue doing the work I did, but still make an extra income. And so real estate came to mind. And I obviously I started reading about how people, I already knew one thing from day one, that no matter how hard you work, if you're still in the quadrant of the self-employed or the employee, you would never, ever, ever make enough money. You will only have just barely enough for your family, maybe to send them to school. But I always knew that those who were wealthy were in the B quadrant, or what we call the investor quadrant, the B and the I. So, so those were things that I already had established in the earlier days of my entrepreneurship career. I understood those things. So I knew that my parents were both, ease and self-employed. Mostly ease. And so I knew that that's not where I wanted to be. I already knew I had a template of, and they rose to the highest positions they could in their fields. So I knew that this was the highest I could ever get to. As an employee. And so for me, it was already established. So from that point on, throughout my career, even as a management consultant, my work was basically to build skills to become a refined entrepreneur, refined businessman. So I always had it in me. It was not something that I had to figure out when I was in my 40s or 30s. Or from the age of 13, I was an entrepreneur. My mom teased me about it. So I grew up knowing that, where, and I would tease her back. I would say, when it comes to paying help bills, at least you don't have to worry, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, in terms of what makes you a good entrepreneur is your ability to tap into your passion.
Mm-hmm.
If you're passionate about certain things, I love providing housing.
Yeah.
And I love the whole what you have to put together to provide quality housing.
Mm-hmm.
And because I've been doing this for the last 23 years, it became second nature to me.
Okay.
And so that's the primary source of my income.
Okay.